How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Hello, good morning, or good day. It's Tuesday, December 17th, Tuesday. So, should be a nice, easy, relaxing day. Tomorrow is actually Toastmasters. Yesterday I'm saying tomorrow is just. I missed a day because I was doing so much. Do you ever have one of those days where you do so much and it's like, what day is this? Tuesday or Wednesday? Is this Monday? It was like, flipped forward a day. That happened. Oh, let's get little special effects going on. And speaking of special, see this? These are Christmas lights from like last year, and sometimes they work, has a little remote and a thing so I can go multicolor, and then this little button
nobody understands.
It's a simple remote, everybody understands this, you know. And then they work and then they don't work. That's how they understand remotes. They work until they don't. You refresh the batteries. So a little vlog and news. You know, I've been thinking about that one comment from the community that I got. Why in America I was watching? It's like, don't be, I'm just thinking, don't be offended by comment. Gee, what if I was really popular with lots of views and lots of subscribers?
Demonic.
It would be demonic. I would have a certain, it's like, I get a sociology degree. So it'd be like a certain part of the population. And then a segment of that population's obviously not going to like me, whatever segment that is. And so, if, say it's 20%.
It's bright.
It would be a larger 20%, so it'd be like a lot of input. And if I was thin-skinned about, what in America is this? Why is it in my feed? It's like, I told him scroll away. And then I'm like, oh, go doom scroll yourself into oblivion. Because I'm thin-skinned like that, and I got a little tempered. But scrolling and doom scrolling, which is like you just scroll, you're sitting there like people, it's geared, it's thinking about youth.
You don't understand.
Wow, aren't we talkative today? Ghost Tube Box. Free app. Although there's a free version. So it's about youth, too much screen time, and they call it brain rot, which is a thing from 2044. And so we got, you know, in with the old and out with the new, or whatever it is. Reverse that. Out with the old and in with the new. Yeah. So I'm old, and it's brain rot. I'm old. Out with the old. I've come to grips that I'm old and elderly. I'm in that category. I'm not as old as some people, but I ain't young no more. Anyways, brain rot is for the youth. Like it's called it's in education. So the brain has developmental stages, and there's prime developmental stages where the brain has a big jump in growth. And there's a couple times in a lifespan where it does that, and it stops growing about age 35. So you got all your brain cells. So if you're wasting brain cells at age 35, you're not gaining new ones. Just exercise the brain cells. But when they're developing and youth are scrolling through and it's triggering different things, and they wind up. This is what I noticed: shorter, and very short attention spans, because everything's fast.
I'm following you.
It's the pattern. But you know what? It's not just youth. It's like our brains and our bodies are very adaptable. They're just like that. So we wind up adapting to whatever we're doing. So if you're doing this like really fast thing, you can have a low attention span. And why am I talking about this? I don't know. I just see my channel. I'm trying to figure out. Oh wow, what's the purpose of my channel? It's not. It doesn't really have that much of a purpose. I try to make fun of the news, so it's not too doom. Here's the purpose, the profundity of my channel in a nutshell. This is rubber chicken. Rubber chicken. Yeah, that's the purpose of my channel. Internet. Oh, and this broke now. See, you just touch these things once. You touch them once, and then it's like, oh, come on. It's broken. And now when it comes back, oh, now it comes back. It's all, it has to be multicolor. And then like that. What? What happened? Did that? Okay, it's having. Oh, there it is. So yeah, see what I do? I mean, I do all this stuff. It's for me. It replaces like someone waking up in the morning and doing crossword puzzles, and they gotta have their cup of coffee and crossword puzzle. This has replaced that for me because my mind has adapted to this. What else is in the news? Vlog and news. Michael, my friend, my dear friend, Michael. It's kind of like the friend I actually do stuff with, so that's like, in a way, my only friend. I actually do stuff, so a movie, whatever. But he's a man of action. He prides himself onto achieving things, not just talking. Go out and do it. So he had that urge. He's like, I'm talking too much. I gotta do things in action. And so he found out about, he's military vet, so he can go on these things. I didn't know about that. I mean, I thought my dad mentioned that, but I thought that was part of FAA, but it's actually part of military vet stuff because he was in Air Force. But you can jump on the flight. There's 10 open spaces on these big cargo planes, and they call them Space A, as in space availability. But Space A, I thought it was like, man, that's Space A. That's like Space E? No, it's Space A. But anyways, you go to these things. You have to go on the base. If you have to be military, go through the gates, all that stuff, register, get on the list. You have to go back and check on the list, be on the list, and they have to go back to see if if it's still Space A. And so when you go back there, it could be filled before you get there, or it could be open when you get there. Yeah. And, he went through it. He got on board last night. Now he's off to Japan. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Japan. I found out, we have a lot of Japanese people here. Old school Japanese, many generation, in fact, plantation day Japanese, some Japanese fresh off the boat, get married in the park. Hawaiian Japanese culture is big, so
Hell.
And hell. And they know a lot about hell, and they have lots of ghost stories. It's pretty cool. But there's some big waves showing up on the weekend. Like now, it's going to be 20-foot waves on the North Shore because it's winter. And there's another big swell coming in that's going to be maybe worthy of the Eddie Aikau surf thing. Like 40 foot. They're expecting a 40-foot swell on the North Shore pretty soon. So that's something to look at. That's like the kind in the beginning of Hawaii 5-0, the old Hawaii 5-0.
Cynthia.
Not the new Hawaii 5-0, that's a different show. The old Hawaii 5-0, Steve McGarrett. Sometimes. Anyways. And all that. So he's off to Japan. And just, man, he's writing his own ticket, coming back when he wants to, just like that spiritual journey of adventure. So good for him. I'm glad for him. And so
Leg.
I'm going to be home crying. I got no one to talk to. No. I don't want to get more into the situation upstairs. That's the different thing. So anyhow, and then also in the news, the drones. Because I'm staring away from the politics right now. Polio vaccine. The drones. I don't know. People don't know if they're planes, they're spy vehicles, or they're UFOs. Okay, but there's a lot of stuff going around in the skies of New Jersey. I think maybe people just started looking up into the skies of New Jersey. They started looking up and started seeing stuff that was already there. It's already been there. There's plenty of planes because it's airports. We got spy stuff from Japan. So you look up there, there's going to be spy balloons and UFOs. I'll leave that up to question mark. Left to the imagination. Let's go to Hawaii news. Trying to make them sure. You know, I don't know whether to edit this in DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro. I'm debating. I don't know which one to do. I did Final Cut Pro last time. I understand the great debate between Final Cut Pro and DaVinci Resolve, and I don't know which one to use now. I've gotten used to it, so my mind adapted to surgeon. It needs brain surgery. Now, off to the news. Hawaii news. It's Mele Kalikimaka, Hawaiian for Merry Christmas. The governor has a $26 billion state budget bill, so now he's like going, now $26 billion, this goes there and this goes here. So the general funds, $10 billion, increased, this increasing billions of dollars. And what about the rail? Yeah. Gabbard shows momentum on Capitol Hill. Oh, God. I'm not a fan of Gabbard. I'm not a fan of any of these guys. The Speaker of the House, the President-elect, VP, and Gabbard. To me, I don't want to, whatever already. I just go, screw
Please
it.
listen.
Screw it already. It's not. We have the United States of America, and then there's an effing weird government that's just at the moment. Just watch out, it happens. Okay, that was the sports. There's nothing really there. How about back in the day? There's got to be some back in the day thing. Oh yeah, remember 1959? That's statehood year. So when to relax, just like bust out your ukulele and read a poem. I don't know. Big lays and ukulele. Entertainer Arthur Godfrey presides over a luau.
I can't speak. Look inside.
The 12-hour television show he's recording at the hotel. Whoever that is, Arthur Godfrey, and he has it's before me. I don't know who that is. Sorry. Some older entertainers I know. Oh, little cartoon. Sit, roll over, play dead. Good dog. ABC News. Bellied up for the Trump
It's impossible.
elected pumpkin-elect. Pumpkinhead. I used to call Pumpkinhead. Oh God, 4 more years of Trump. I have no idea. I mean, this is all historic because it's so different and could be so bizarrely freaky. Okay, one is the Old Queen Theater in Kaimaki, which is right up the street. Used to go see like Vincent Price reruns on the scary movie. Okay. Queen Theater seizure, a step in the wrong direction. Next to me. As per December 13th article, Council OK seizure of Queen Theater. I agree we should respect private ownership. Property owners Narcisco Yu Jr. and Doriyu are making strides in improvement to make it safe and convert it towards their plans for the future. How is it that the council can come in and decide that it should be condemned? It doesn't seem right that someone has the ability to rule a property condemned because it is not favorable by their standards. This just opens the acceptability for other situations in the future. Think about houses. that can't be refurbished or sit there for years due to financial trouble or other problems. Will the city be able to come in and confiscate it? Please try to work out mutually beneficial solutions. Perhaps the city can offer financial assistance since it is for the betterment of Kaimuki. Captain Kirk, Bonnie, Matsumoto, Moili. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Yeah, they shouldn't just condemn places. Yeah, they do condemn houses and businesses and stuff. But there's one more we gotta look at because it's just two for Tuesday. Yeah, it's 2 for Tuesday right now. Presidential candidate deciding. He's hiding. Presidential candidates are snake oil salesmen. In an American history, during the Wild West days, traveling salesmen swindled hard-working people by peddling their snake oil and cure-all elixirs. The salesman didn't care if he or she had to lie or if the product fell short of high expectations, as long as they made the sale and got their money. You'd think that a deception such as that would be unacceptable today, yet it is common practice in the process of our presidential elections.
I want one.
I want one too. Candidates usually deceive voters with false information, promise them the moon, ask for your money, and rarely live up to any of their promises. Do they really care? Guy Morgan, Moana Lua. Oh, thank you, Guy, for contributing your letter and talking in, I don't know, what was that? Cross between David Attenborough and James Mason?
Okay.
Both failed. Oh, the light went back on. What the heck? Go this way. Well, one thing is for sure. Snake oil stuff has always been cuckoo. It's always been weird. Oh, let's go green. Let's go green. Let's go red. Oh, you changed different colors, eh? Oh, look at you. Snake oil salesman. Yeah, he or she snake. It was a guy thing, dude. Those buffoons, snake. Yeah, but promises, presidential election promises. It's always been that way. They promise, it's election promise. Oh, economy? Well, every house will have a chicken, a car in the garage, and a chicken in the pot. That was the old phrase. Car in the garage and a chicken in the pot. You know, so you have like, you boil your chicken. So, groceries now? It's all old stuff. They just dug up old stuff. What can elect the person the best because they have AI searches and you know, drain the swamp came from like a type of AI search. The big, huge computer searched up. That'll get the most rile out of people. Drain the swamp, referring to the Capitol Hill politicians.
I hear you.
And they started using it in speeches, and it worked. Trump's like saying, I came up with that. I used it once, and then I used it again, and then no. I know for a fact that they researched that, and they came up. He lies like there's no tomorrow, because certain lies before worked and hoodwinked people, and this guy lied a lot. He made the border wall. It wasn't made. It's a bad idea, but he still lied. He lied about tons and tons. If you fact checked what the stuff he said, you'd have to have an AI live fact checker, and they should have it in the back corner. You know, but now he's taking over the media, so he's squelching freedom of speech with the freedom of press. So now you won't be able, big, legacy media, they call it, not mainstream, legacy now.
Cynthia.
Big legacy stuff like ABC is going to be, they don't want to be condemned. So there it is. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. You talk too much. We're in for a big ride. It's still the United States of America when it comes to the states and the people, but our federal government is a crazy clown show car, and we don't know what damage they're gonna do. So pay attention and hold on to your constitution, your pocket constitution. But we're not gonna be able to do anything. I mean, short of, I don't know, nothing. Yell about it. I fear that you might even send, you can send the FBI people, send a directive out, and there'll be a thing where, even if I do a YouTube channel, I'm too small. They won't pay attention to me. I talk too much too. Nobody watches me except for my cool viewers. So, Melikaliki Monica, you are appreciated. Love you all out there. Bring it to me. It's time to go see if I can make this thing work. Aloha, it's a nice day. It's Tuesday. Have a good Tuesday. Look, aloha to you. It's gonna be nice, kind of cool, breezy. Christmas is coming up. Melikaliki Makana. Aloha to you. You know I'm gonna feed 'em if you coming for me. Hope you're ready for a demon.